Pat Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Good morning, Americans. It's Friday.
Welcome to it. Man, the week goes by fast. Seems like I just got back from vacation.
Goes by
and
so
boom,
fast.
Here it is. Yep. Another jam-packed show that we gotta get right into it. But first, I gotta thank Patriot Mobile for their support. Whether it's this show or other conservative shows, Turning Point, CPAC, March for Life, these guys are there and they're fully in the trenches. That's why I'm really proud to partner with Patriot Mobile. It's America's only Christian conservative cell phone provider. And they really believe the things that you believe. They offer broad nationwide coverage, too. So you don't have to sacrifice quality to go with, somebody who agrees with your values. Why haven't you changed yet? They use the same towers. You get the same stuff, just for less. Patriot Mobile has plans to fit any budget, and their 100% U.S.-based customer support team provides exceptional customer support. First of all, they all speak non-broken English, which is great, and to me, sort of important when you're calling customer service. Go to patriotmobile.com/Pat or call 972-PATRIOT. Get free activation when you use the offer code PAT. Veterans and first responders can save even more. patriotmobile.com/Pat or call 972-PATRIOT.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
Anybody paying any attention at all to the Olympic Games?
Oh.
Yeah. Right on
Pat,
it.
Every
minute,
platform,
every moment,
every flashback. I want to hear every backstory.
Me too.
I want to hear how they worked out in the cornfields of Iowa to get to Beijing.
So do I.
So walk us through what we've missed then, if we haven't had it on 24/7.
You've
Jeff?
missed the Netherlands getting a gold.
Okay. Oh, really?
You've missed you missed a couple of, like 4 or 5 ski jumpers get banned, disqualified for their ski jumps because they had their clothes were too big.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I saw that.
So I mean,
their clothes are too big.
Well, look,
makes them more aerodynamic.
Yeah, it makes it like that they're flying, right? And so apparently, that's a big deal. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. They claim they've been wearing those suits for a while now. So
and they claimed that they wore them in other competitions during these games,
right?
And they weren't banned.
Yeah.
So
all right.
I don't know. I will say this: U.S. moved up to 5th. We were 14th a few days ago. We moved up to 5th. Not bad.
Okay.
You know who leads the pack? Who's number 1 in the Olympic Games?
Man, I don't know.
Oh, I saw
China.
that.
Norway.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's a Winter Olympics. Yeah, it's a Winter Olympics.
I know, but that's a teeny little tiny country of what, 5 million people maybe? They're not even the size of Dallas-Fort Worth.
They got a lot of snow.
That's like, Dallas is leading the Olympics. Wait, what? Really? With 7 million people, we're leading the entire world. It's pretty amazing, really. Then you got Germany. Both those countries have 6 gold. Sweden, I've never seen this before, I don't think, where Sweden was one of the leaders. They're 3rd, 5 gold medals. Austria at 4, and we have 4.
Okay.
4 gold, 5 silver, 1 bronze for 10 total.
Sounds like Norway's punching above their weight.
Norway
punching above
and we
their
knew
weight.
this, that they punch above their weight. And they're doing that right now. 14 gold medals.
A lot of people,
14 medals
people
overall.
thought that Norway and Sweden and Austria, those were all kind of one country, but no.
But no, they're actually separate.
They're separate countries.
Right.
We just learned.
All right, so that's the Olympics.
How's the Russian Federation doing?
They're not the Russian Federation. They're the Russian Olympic Committee.
So stupid.
The Russian Olympic Committee.
Sorry.
And it has handcuffed them to the point where...
That's why I was wondering.
They don't care. They don't care one out. Either they cheated or they didn't.
Yeah.
Get them out of the games completely. We're going to make you change your name. You can't call yourself the Russian Federation. You're going to be...
Oh, no.
The Russian Olympic Committee.
This will be the last Olympics that they are saddled with, that horrific burden.
Okay.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Thank goodness, because you know that's been quite a cross to bear for them. Well, so yesterday, the Chinese tennis player that claimed that she was
Peng Shuai.
sexually abused by one of the high-ranking communist officials.
Yeah, the premiers.
And was disappeared for a while. She resurfaced now to tell us, oh, you know what? That allegation was all an enormous misunderstanding.
Well, Well, she resurfaced one other time to say that it was a misunderstanding, and I'm fine. Don't worry about me. I'm okay. I just needed a break. Now, this resurfacing was to announce her retirement.
Well, her retirement and reemphasize,
yes,
it's an enormous misunderstanding.
Yes.
It was just a misunderstanding before, but now it's enormous.
Completely.
And by the way, yes, I'm retiring from tennis.
I'm not going to play tennis anymore.
So there's no reason to ask you a bunch of questions about where you are anymore, is there?
And disregard.
Wow, this is amazing.
Disregard all those government officials that are standing just off camera,
making sure she says all the right things.
Yeah.
All the things we told her to say, all the things we scripted. And by the way, this French media outlet that we're allowing to interview her, here's all the questions you get to ask.
That's right.
Oh, wow.
Amazing. I mean, if this doesn't show you that China is just a flat-out communist country, oppressive nation, denying their people freedom, I don't know what would. Jeez.
I mean, they allowed her to come before the cameras and announce her retirement.
Yeah, they did. And she also said sexual assault.
What?
I never said that anyone made me submit to a sexual assault.
But you kind of did in your social media post that's been deleted, but some people saved. And we still have it. But that was nothing. It was a misunderstanding.
And the reporter asked her, well, what happened to your post? I erased it. Why? Because I wanted to. Okay. That clears it up.
It does. It's a fine answer.
Are we done here?
Nothing left to say.
Gotta go now.
Move along, everybody. Wow. Is this amazing? I mean, this is old school oppressive regime communism. Phew.
And nobody cares.
And nobody cares. And the IOC continues to capitulate to China on everything. I mean, they got these games, for instance, despite the fact that they certainly shouldn't have.
It's time to disband the IOC and make the Olympics happen, and make the Olympics happen in the same place every year. And maybe you could still have the committee oversee, the events themselves at the same place every year. But enough with this bullcrap of just traveling around milking everybody for millions of dollars, and maybe we'll pick you and maybe we won't. And
if you had the same site, it would eliminate some of those
issues. It would eliminate a lot of it. Yeah.
And a lot of people suggest Greece because that's where they originated. Kind of makes sense to me. I don't think you could do winter games in Greece, could you? No, so maybe you do a summer games and then winter games somewhere else.
Maybe you could do it in a country called
United States of America. Or we've got all kinds of seasons.
And we already have places, I don't know, that we built already.
Right. Lake Placid could do it again. Salt Lake City could do it again. You could hold the summer games in L.A. all the time. Every year. Or every 4 years, whatever it is. But I don't know. Does anybody want that nonstop? Every 4 years? It's every 2 years now because they staggered the summer and winter.
Plus, you got the Paralympics. Man, you're not going to tear me away from the Paralympics coming up in a couple of weeks. So
which are even bigger than the actual Olympics. Huge. People love them. Nobody.
I do.
Oh, of course.
The Paralympics, of course, are the last thing before World War III breaks out. Once all the athletes clear
believe that. I know.
March 13th, and then game on.
Meanwhile, Eric Swalwell sent out a tweet putting aside the human rights violations, economic espionage, and censorship.
Put that aside.
There's no snow on the damn mountains. Why are the Winter Olympics in Beijing? Should have asked your...
I was going to say, ask Fang Fang.
Should have asked Fang Fang that you slept with every night for 2 years. Eric, maybe she could have filled you in on that. Shine some light on why that is.
I mean, apparently, while we're making a big deal out of the fake snow for the Winter Olympics, I mean,
some of the athletes actually like it.
Yes, and there's plenty of slopes around the world that do half and half, and create. So they always have snow.
Right.
So I mean, it's
almost all ski resorts have the ability to make more snow. Hopefully, they don't need to, but yeah.
Right. So I mean, I know we like to beat up China, but
Well, I don't like to. There's just really good reason to.
Right, thank you. I was going to say, it's not like we're sitting here just itching to make fun of them.
I know you like to hate China.
No, I just...
For me, it's just
Hey,
misunderstanding.
it's about to get
cold. An enormous one?
It's about to get cold in Beijing.
Is it?
After today, you got 30s and 20s for highs.
Brr.
Yeah, for highs.
Brr. That's cold. Is it going to snow, though?
Yes.
Oh! Oh, that's great.
Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday.
So those barren mountains. I mean, it's interesting because you look at the slopes where that's all that's the only place they have snow. And then everything around it is completely dry. It's a weird visual.
Yeah, it is.
And then the urban scenes where they put some of the ski jumps and things look like they're in the absolute ghetto. But that's what China is, right? Man, it's incredible. And how NBC spins everything for them. Oh, isn't that rustic looking and beautiful?
Rustic?
Yeah. Look at this urban setting.
Look at the coal fire power plant.
And it looks like a nuclear facility, but it isn't. It's I think it was a steel factory.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought it was
they made
plant.
steel there.
Oh.
It's been abandoned for more than 15 years, but it looks like a nuclear power plant.
So wait a minute, it's been abandoned for 15 years, and then they knew they were going to get the Olympics probably, 8-10 years ago?
Long time ago.
And you think
you
might want to do something?
You know what we'll do? Let's put it right by that.
By the stacks.
Either that or paint them.
Something.
Just put a big giant flower on the side.
Well, they did put the logo on.
I saw the logo. Yeah. Oh boy, that spiced it up nicely.
Yeah, they went to a great deal. It cost them $8 to do that.
They spent a lot of money.
$8 American.
They spent a lot of money on a lot of the venues, though. So by the time they got to the stacks, they're like, those are good right there. Yeah. Paint the logo on it, and we're good.
I don't know. Did they think, hey, this will look really cool for what the world is going to really...
Well, America...
They're going to want to come to China
America
now.
appreciates the rustic look.
Yeah. And it's rustic. All right.
Kind of like our president.
Yeah.
Rustic.
Oof.
On NBC yesterday, Biden repeatedly dismissed the Army's report about the disastrous U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan. He just doesn't get it. Everybody knows and everybody believes...
Well, they already said, right?
It was him.
The report
and
came
he screwed
out.
It up.
They already pretty much lied on the report, saying there was no way to avoid it.
Yeah, because now they've said it was bad. Yeah. The Army has said it was bad. But here's what Biden said about it.
Does any of that ring true to you?
No. That's not what I was told.
That the Taliban was about to take over.
That you were told that the U.S. administration officials were prepared, they knew it was time to get out?
No, what I was told, no one told me that, look, there was no good time to get out. But if we had not gotten out, they acknowledged that we would have had to put a hell of a lot more troops back in. It wasn't just 2,000, 4,000.
No.
We would have to significantly increase the number of troops, and we were back in this war of attrition. And there was no way we were ever going to unite Ukraine. Iraq. Afghanistan.
There you go.
No way that was going to happen.
There you go, baby.
And so this is a much wiser thing to do.
I just want to clarify, are you rejecting the conclusions or the accounts that are in this Army report?
Yes, I am.
So they're not true?
I'm rejecting them.
No.
Interesting. Wow.
That is interesting.
So he's essentially calling the Army liars. I don't know. Who do you believe? The Army or that thing?
I don't know. It depends
Mr. Braindead
depends
there.
on who from the Army is telling me.
Wow. And a lot of them, frankly, are on his side.
I know.
So they were willing to say, yeah, there was no other way. Nothing we could do.
I mean, it's kind of tough when you're trying to unite Ukraine,
Iraq, Idaho.
No. What was it? What was it?
No,
what are we doing again?
Mississippi. Afghan.
Oh yeah.
Taiwan.
No, you had it.
Afghan rug.
You got it.
An Afghan rug.
Yep. It's tough when you're
trying to unite these various Afghan.
I mean, even my main man, Lester Holt, was like,
yeah.
Yeah. So just to clarify.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, your main man, Lester Holt,
man.
he made Biden unhappy with this.
Oh
interview.
no, I hate to see that.
Yeah.
I hate to see that.
Yeah. Don't ask him about inflation.
Which he did.
Really?
I think it was back in July you said inflation was going to be temporary. I think a lot of Americans are wondering what your definition of temporary is.
Well, you're being a wise guy with me a little bit. I understand that's your job. But look, at the time, what happened was...
Here we go. Here's what happened.
Let's look at the reasons for the inflation.
Okay.
The reason for the inflation is the supply chains were cut off, meaning that the products, for example, automobiles.
As an example.
The lack of computer chips to be able to build those automobiles so they could function, they need those computer chips. They were not available. So what happens? The number of cars were reduced, the new cars reduced. It made up at 1.1/3 the cost of inflation because the price of automobiles were up.
You hear that?
1.1/3
cost of inflation. That's what else do you need? 1.1/3 cost of inflation because of microchips not available in cars.
Okay.
I hadn't thought of it that way before, but
so that's 1.1/3.
I guess is that his definition of temporary?
Okay, right. But that's 1.1/3 the cost of inflation. It just went up 7.5%.
Well,
last month.
You're being a little bit of a wise guy there with me, and I understand, despite the fact that I'm virulently pissed.
Yeah.
But I understand. That's your job.
Okay.
At NBC and MSNBC, they're so hard on me.
Right.
Yeah.
It's your job to be hard.
So the microchips in the cars are the reason for 1.1/3, right?
1.1/3
of the inflation. So how do we account for the other 6.2-ish?
Did he get to of the? Or was it just 1.1/3 inflation?
I think it was 1.1/3.
Yeah, 1.1/3 inflation.
Yeah.
He's so good. So good.
Right there, that's 1.1/3
inflation.
And so you can't blame me for 1.1/3 of it.
But to his credit, he has got a solution.
Oh. Good.
Yeah, watch this.
Let's hope so.
I'm going to work like the devil to bring gas prices down. Working to make sure that we keep strengthening the supply chains to bring the cost of energy.
Not strength.
And everything else, the goods that come to America.
Bring down the cost of energy.
By helping the ports 24/7, by changing a whole range of things that, what's happened with COVID has caused significant increase in prices in the supply chain.
Oh, it's COVID's fault. I thought it was the microchips for the cars.
My gosh.
Well, that was just an example.
It was an example of the 1.1/3? Okay, my bad.
I mean, he looks really...
And he's talking about...
Not good then.
He's talking about in that clip that he's going to bring down the price of oil. Maybe open a pipeline that you shut down on day one, dummy.
I mean, they're still going around begging OPEC to, up
increase the supply, which we wouldn't have needed to do had he not shut down our production.
Right.
Unreal. All right, let me tell you about CBD Distillery. Does CBD work? Yeah, over 90% of doctors and their patients have used it to treat a health condition of some kind. And look, 9 out of 10 patients use CBD. It speaks volumes about how safe and effective CBD can be. CBDistillery.com has over 2 million customers. It's just one of the reasons that's who I trust. 2 million people can't be wrong. When patients tell their doctors that they use CBD for help with their health conditions, some of the conditions they're talking about are sleeping problems. 90% of CB Distillery customers said they sleep better with CBD. Nagging discomfort, you got some aches and pains. 80% of customers said CBD helps them with their discomfort after physical activity. And if you're looking for peace and calm, you'd be wise to check out CBD. If you haven't discovered the power of CBD, you're missing out. And again, it doesn't have THC. This is not marijuana. It's not, it's not illegal. This is the medicine portion of it. So go to cbdistillery.com, where you order online with no prescription required, and enter PAT for 20% off. Again, enter PAT for 20% off at cbdistillery.com. That's cbdistillery.com. Not available in Idaho, Iowa, and South Dakota.
Pat Gray returns.
New poll out, and this is from CNN.
Oh, they still have money to do polls?
Apparently.
Oh, yeah, they got a little left over.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nearly 6 in 10 Americans disapprove of how Joe Biden is handling his presidency. In fact, they were asked, what do you approve of that Joe Biden has done in the first year?
That's a broad enough question.
What do you approve of?
You just pick one thing.
56% said nothing. Nothing.
I'm surprised it's that low, but okay.
56%
From
is
CNN?
pretty high.
It sure is.
Especially from CNN. 41% approved of the way he's handling his job. 56%, this says 58% disapproved. That's a significant drop in his approval numbers.
So wait a minute.
Big
So
time.
CNN has money for a poll, but not for proofreaders and editors?
Yeah, probably. Just 36% of independents, 9% of Republicans approve. Still, 83% of boneheaded Democrats are, yeah, he's doing a good job.
Good stuff. His name's not Trump.
I like what he's done. Okay. Good for you. But it is interesting that at least 17% have come around to thinking, okay, this guy sucks.
Well, I mean, he's deteriorating before our eyes.
Absolutely,
And
he is.
It's not good.
That's what it is.
Not good?
It's not
That's
good.
the official analysis?
That's not good.
Yeah. In another poll, this is a conglomeration of all the major polls. So they took an average of all the major polls, and his approval rating is under 40%. It's 39%, disapproval 54%. So that's the first time the real clear politics average has dipped below 40 for him. Ooh. That's really low. He's got some issues.
It's a good thing he doesn't pay attention to polls, though.
Yes.
I mean, it doesn't mean anything to him. Yeah. He's out there doing the work of the American people.
That's right. He doesn't have time to
to
look at your dumb polls. Okay? When he's down to 2%, I wonder, will you take a moment to realize nobody likes what you're
likes
doing?
You.
And maybe you should, I don't know, change tracks, perhaps?
Ask Jill to walk you in another direction.
Jeez. You mean my sister, Jill?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think.
Right.
No, I don't think that's your sister, bro.
No, that's my sister, and my wife is over here. Forget her.
No, she's
name.
not your wife. She's the pudding mate.
Oh, now we know which direction he's going to walk.
It's just, I never thought it could get this bad with an administration. Even, when even Barack Obama didn't fall to this low a level.
No, he did not.
Pretty close, but he's not as bad as Joe Biden. It's mind-boggling. And the rest of the world is just scoffing and laughing at us.
Well, they love it.
You've emboldened Putin and Xi Jinping, and they think they can do whatever they want, and they're probably right now.
Absolutely they are.
Until a Republican regains the office, until Trump comes back.
And those other dingleberries in the Middle East are like, well, if those guys get to do what they want, then we get to do what we want. What are you talking about? I mean,
I know it's
not a good time.
It's not lost on Iranians, that's for sure.
No, it is not.
By the way, we just unfroze. I think we talked about this the other day. We unfroze. Was it 24 billion? 29 billion?
Yeah, but we got some good stuff out of the deal.
We did?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah. Here's a list.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
So
right?
So that's pretty good trade, right?
So shut your mouth.
We got crickets.
Okay?
Sorry.
Shut your mouth.
Yeah, and it seemed like you didn't think that was such a good trade.
Not anymore. I'm shutting my mouth.
There you go.
Thank you.
It was a good deal.
Get in line,
You were right.
comrade.
I'll thank you to get on board with this. Okay?
If I said anything different in the past, it was a misunderstanding.
An enormous misunderstanding. Don't forget that. And we excuse all of that,
They
too.
sure do.
By the way, they excuse everything the Chinese have done. And in fact, do you ever even hear Biden speak of China? I don't. I mean, they say very little about him and about what's going on. And the word Uyghurs never comes out of their mouths.
No.
Well,
They don't care.
Psaki brought up China when she was asked about Ukraine and Russia. Or no, it wasn't Psaki. It was a State Department lady who was like, yeah, we're hoping China will get involved here. Because, Ukraine is in the Chinese sphere of influence, being that they're in Asia. It makes no sense.
But China's already agreed with Russia
Right.
that they're going to lay off.
Yeah.
But it also just goes to show that the United States doesn't want to be a leader in the world under this administration. They want somebody else to do everything, right down to France and Macron hanging out with Putin. That should be Biden.
Absolutely, it should.
Thankfully, though, it's not.
But yeah, he couldn't handle that task if you gave it to him. If somebody suggested, hey, you know what you should do is go over and talk to Vladimir about this, put some real pressure on him.
We need to get you on a plane and get you over there now.
You need to draw a line in the sand with Vladimir Putin. No, everybody knows he can't handle that, so nobody's even suggesting it.
Listen, we'll Zoom call.
We'll Zoom call. That's right.
With the mask. We'll Zoom call with the mask on.
I don't think Biden can handle doing the seesaw stuff either, the way Macron was able to do with, say,
he'd get dizzy.
Biden would be falling off, bruising himself. Oh, this hurts.
That is hilarious.
30-foot table.
That's why you got Macron over there.
But they use the walkie-talkies. I don't understand.
It's incredible. It's incredible. It's like a joke.
It is.
It's like something.
And that's why, right? And that's Putin. I mean, still laughing at them. Say, yeah, I'll meet with you. Sit over there.
Sure.
Sit down there, Frenchie.
Hey, let's make sure that we put on a real show on this COVID thing, because people are starting to believe it might be ebbing, that it might not be as serious as we've been telling them. So let's show them how serious it is. We'll only talk through a 30-foot table.
Could have grabbed the megaphone, right? And just yelled down the table at old Macron or something. Vlad.
Hey, Vlad! Could you pass the salt, please?
He wants me to assault Ukraine? Done.
That's exactly how he would interpret that.
I mean, we're telling people to get out of Ukraine now, right?
Yep.
So, I mean, despite whether, you believe that Putin is going to attack Ukraine or not, I mean, we certainly believe that he is.
I think it's fascinating that an administration such as this, who constantly says that we need a bigger nanny state and we need to provide more funds for this or that and take care of people, right? When it comes to some sort of international crisis like this, they're like, well, you're on your own to get out. I mean, you just got to do it. You get out.
And they said, well, look, the airport's open. There's no problem at the airport, so you can get out on your own. So if you want to get out, get out.
Get out.
So when this conflict begins, if it ever does, and all kinds of Americans are trapped, they're going to say, yeah, we gave you your chance. You should have gotten out. We told you to a long time ago.
Get out.
So they've got their alibi now. They've got their excuse now for leaving Americans behind. There is no excuse for Afghanistan.
No, there is not.
None whatsoever. And the fact that he continues to say it was fine and couldn't have been done better.
And that's what I was told, and it happened just the way it was supposed to happen. We couldn't have done it any differently. I just want to...
I know. And I'd love to hear from all the people he's throwing under the bus and say, yeah, we told him. Man up and come forward and tell the American people the truth. You told him over and over again that this is not the way to do it, and it should have been done a long time ago. Or we were encouraging him to do it sooner. But it won't happen.
No, it won't.
It just won't happen. 888-900-3393. Don't forget, the year's final Moron Trivia. The Super Bowl Moron Trivia coming up in about half an hour.
Point of personal privilege.
Yes.
Pat Gray is here, and he's unleashed.
Please do not use gendered language to address everyone.
Let me take 60 seconds to tell you about Birch Gold Group. You know, inflation is running at 40-year highs, and that might be just the beginning.
Yeah, but he's on it. Joe's on it.
Oh, right. Right. Which, like I said, it might be just the beginning because Joe Biden is on it. So, you know, it's going to get a lot worse. So you want to diversify your savings into physical gold and silver with Birch Gold Group. It's a company I recommend for precious metals. They have an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau, countless 5-star reviews, and thousands of satisfied customers. And they can help you protect your hard-earned savings. And right now, thanks to a little-known section of the IRS tax code, you can legally move your IRA or 401k into precious metals with no tax implications, no penalties. To get started protecting your savings with gold in a tax-sheltered account, request a free kit, an info kit from Birch Gold by texting the word PAT to 989-898. Then they're going to send you a comprehensive 20-page kit on how gold and silver can protect your savings and how you can move your IRA or 401k into precious metals and out of the volatile stock market. I mean, you know, man, when this thing goes south and the dollar starts getting rejected worldwide, the stock market is not where you want to be. There's zero cost. There's no obligation to request this info. So why wait? Just text PAT to the number 989-898 and request this free info kit on gold. Text PAT to 989-898.
You're listening to Pat Gray Unleashed.
Some tweets here. Carl Smith tweets, if George Carlin were still alive, he would have to add freedom to his list of words you can't say on TV or radio. It's about right. Mm-hmm. Lone Wolf, because cars couldn't get computer chips, chicken wings cost $18 a dozen. Yep.
Yep. What don't you understand?
If you could find them in the... I just went looking for... this company makes these delicious barbecued chicken wings. And I was looking for them on the shelf. Not only were they completely gone, but so was every other chicken product, that's frozen.
Yeah.
In that normal area that I can find all kinds of different things.
My wife got the wings from Sam's, the frozen ones, yesterday.
Yeah.
For the Super Bowl. That's the last couple times they were pretty low.
Yeah, very, very low. In fact, the whole shelf was empty, but I don't know, maybe they've restocked by now. I hope. Vern Lundquist tweets, current Biden makes George W. Bush-isms sound like Socrates. Mm-hmm. Yep.
The 1/3, what was it?
1.1/3.
1.1/3 inflation.
1 point and a I don't know. He's terrible.
Just because you're poor doesn't necessarily mean you're a killer. Poor people aren't necessarily killers.
What do you think about inflation?
That does sound like Socrates.
What do you think about inflation now, Mr. Bush?
I think that means that prices have gone up.
All right. Well, that's more coherent than what we got now.
Yeah, it sure is.
Freedom Unicorn, Biden's solution to inflation is work like the devil. I would say he's doing an accurate job.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yep.
No kidding.
Both of them are trying to bring down the United States of America. So, yeah.
I can't tell you how many times I think, and we've asked it, multiple times on this show, but if you were trying to bring down the country.
Yeah, what would you do differently?
What would you do different?
Not a thing.
What would you do
Not
different?
a thing. You might not even think of some of the things he's thought of. So, yeah, it's pretty thorough. It's a pretty thorough job.
Sure is.
That's a fun time.
They're also trying, of course, to bring down Joe Rogan because they can't have him saying things that go against the prevailing theory that is being pushed by the government. So people have left Spotify, trying to put pressure on Spotify to dump Joe Rogan, which they have pretty much made clear they're not going to do. But here's just a quick list of the people who've left so far. This will tell you how impressive this movement is. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Of course, we know about Neil Young. Right? Neil Young.
That was the dagger.
Old man, look at my life. I'm a lot like you were.
Again,
you can't get that on Spotify.
Why do you need to when you've got this?
Spotify employees to quit.
Yeah.
I mean, he's come out and said, quit, don't work there.
Yep. Then there was Joni Mitchell. If that weren't enough, Neil Young and Joni Mitchell, Crosby, Stills, and Nash jumped in there. And they said, we want our music pulled. Oh, no. No, don't say that. Please. Please.
I like...
Now it's Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young, plus Joni Mitchell. India Ari.
Yeah.
She left. No. I couldn't name you any song, any event she's attended. I couldn't tell you what she looked like. If I passed her on the street, I wouldn't know her. No, please don't tell me India Ari left. And
I mean, she's a big star.
Perhaps the most powerful force in all of podcasting. Mary Trump.
Do you have the sound
Mary
again?
Trump?
Yeah, okay.
This is the sound of all the people who are pissed off now by that.
Is that the sister?
Yeah, it's his niece, Donald Trump's niece, I think, right?
She's the one that
former
has hated him forever.
The niece of Donald Trump.
All right.
Took to Twitter to say she's removing her podcast, The Mary Trump Show, from the platform.
The Mary Trump Show.
Spotify's like, good. We don't have to spend any time trying to post this thing. Good.
And she thanked Young and Mitchell for their courage. And she didn't thank Crosby, Stills, and Nash, though. I think that.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when Neil left them, he made a big deal of saying it was always and Young. So.
Yeah, so there you go. Okay, so now, I mean, is there any reason to go to Spotify now? I don't think so.
Not for Neil stuff.
I can't tell you how much I love Spotify, how much I use Spotify. Do you both
I
use it all the
swim in
time?
it every day.
Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, I was a long time holdout, as you know. I'm not the first to join new technologies. That's probably going to surprise some people.
What?
Breaking news.
Music and stuff,
bulletin.
I'm pretty much Amazon.
Are you?
See, I used to be, but Spotify's superior in so many ways.
I mean, but it's incredible.
I
cannot believe I was burning CDs and using CDs until, I don't know, 3 years ago, probably. Maybe 2.
I, in fact, have been a recipient of a few.
You've heard them, yes. And I've given you one to listen to.
What I just said.
When there's really no need to do that.
Oh, is that the same thing?
Yes.
Recipient?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway.
Huh. Yeah.
Anyway.
And you listen to a lot of podcasts, too, right? On Spotify?
Oh, Mary Trump, of course, was at the top of the
now
list.
you're heartbroken.
Now I'm heartbroken.
Are you
I don't
gonna
know where to
cancel
find
now?
her.
Maybe
She
you
didn't
go
even
to-
say I'm moving to whatever.
Right, she just
so I don't
told
know.
it.
I just don't know. So I'm scanning desperately on YouTube to find her
Is there a
podcast.
marytrump.com?
I'm sure there is, but I don't want to give it a hit, so I'm not going to look for it.
But I
do.
mean, it's weird
give her a
because for $10 a month, you don't have to put up with commercials, and you can listen to all the music you want, and any time you want. It's amazing. It's really amazing they can do
The
it.
internet is a wonderful thing, isn't it?
It's incredible. And this is the place where we were supposed to put all these rules on it because it wasn't fair to everybody. What are you talking about? Look how beneficial the internet has been.
I know.
And all of the things that have sprung from it. It's amazing.
Sure is.
Anyway, let me tell you about Paint Your Life. Making new memories in a new world. The best way to hold on to those memories is by turning them into art that lasts forever. From paintyourlife.com. This is so cool because you take a photograph that you love and you upload it to the Paint Your Life site, and they will then give you a portrait. They will paint a painting.
That's cool.
Of that photograph. It's really cool.
It is really cool.
So great. And a great gift for, say, Valentine's Day, for birthdays, for anniversaries, a wedding, whatever. Now, you figure, okay, it must be expensive. Not at all. It's really, really affordable. And you can get a professional hand-painted portrait created from any photo at a truly affordable price, or combine photos of people and places you love into one painting. It's fast. You can receive your portrait in as little as 2 weeks. At paintyourlife.com, there's no risk. So if you don't love the final painting, by the way, your money's refunded. It's guaranteed. And right now, as a limited time offer, you can get 20% off your painting. That's right, 20% off and free shipping. To get this special offer, text the word gray to 64000. That's gray to 64000. Paint your life. Celebrate the moments that matter most. Terms apply. Available at paintyourlife.com/terms. Again, text gray to 64000.
Pat Gray.
Of course, if we're finding out every day new things that Joe Rogan has done that should prompt others to follow suit.
Bad stuff, man.
And follow the example that Neil Young and Joni Mitchell have set.
And Mary Trump.
And Mary Trump.
Did you find her?
I did. I'm disappointed I missed the episode from January 5th where she is was interviewing the Vindmans and examining the cracks forming in our democracy. Man, I got to go back and listen.
That sounds like your kind of
even with Biden in office. So
is it a problem when cracks form in a non-existent democracy? Is that an issue for anybody?
I'm going to find out.
How can you crack something that's not there? I don't know. That's weird. That's really weird. But we'll listen to the episode maybe and find out.
Will we?
Yeah.
Will we?
Well, I will. I will because I'm such a big fan. So he, first of all, it was the misinformation and disinformation on COVID.
Right, which basically everything is being turned around to what he was questioning at the time now anyway. I mean, now it's like...
It's all fact.
It's all turned around, yeah.
Yeah. It's not mis or disinformation at all. It was a fact. Plus, then he went with the N-word stuff. Okay? That's a problem. A lot of times... all that montage they put together that took everything out of context, just so outrageous.
And it was old. I mean,
it was old, stuff, but it was also out of context. Like he's quoting people, which it shouldn't be a problem, but of course
it is.
It is. Yeah. Now we found out more bad stuff he has done. Apparently,
this is not good.
This is not good. I don't see how he gets out of this one.
Joe Rogan just killed triceratops on a hunting expedition. A lot of people are upset and don't think he should be allowed to bring it back into the United States.
And I agree.
You agree?
Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree. He needs.
What do you think should happen to him for he did have a license to go hunting the triceratops. Some countries allow that over in Africa.
Yeah, for the right amount of money, which sucks. Yeah, but everything's about money and it's financial greed and it's a sport to him. But what about the animals on the planet?
What about the triceratops?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
A lot of people are worried since they might become extinct and they want to stop people from hunting them.
And he should be stopped from hunting them.
They should be stopped from hunting them.
He should be stopped from hunting them, absolutely.
If you could say something to Joe Rogan about him killing the triceratops, what would you say?
Joe Rogan, you need to stop acting out and not hunt these animals. It's not okay behavior.
It's not okay.
First of all, there are no triceratops left.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But we're trying to save the triceratops, though.
It's a valiant effort, but I believe they're all deceased.
Okay.
Funny though. Take care. Yeah.
Thank you.
The guy with the NASA t-shirt knows.
Yes, thank you.
To be going on these big game hunting
It's a valiant
trips and
effort,
killing
but
them.
I don't believe so.
You don't believe so?
No, there's really no point, especially pushing animals to extinction and stuff.
And it's only for sport, they're not even eating them.
Yeah.
If they were, making burgers or something, if they're eating the meat from the triceratops, would that be okay?
I mean, it depends. If that's, you don't need to be traveling to go kill animals. So, if you're from there,
But Americans are going over there.
Yeah, there's no point.
They're killing the triceratops.
I don't agree with that.
You don't think they should be doing that?
No, yeah.
Should people be allowed to go hunting the triceratops for sport over in Africa?
No.
Yeah. They're all on a big game hunt trying to get a triceratops now.
What's a triceratops?
It's one of these big animals like an elephant.
No, that's absolutely horrible.
Yeah.
Awful.
What's a
A lot of
triceratops?
people are saying they shouldn't
Seriously?
be allowed to bring the triceratops back
Really?
in the United
Come on
States
now.
once they kill one.
No, that's disgusting.
That's disgusting.
They should leave animals alone.
Leave the
I
triceratops
love
alone.
animals. Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's only 64 million years too late, too.
And it's Joe Rogan's fault that they got to that point.
It is.
That's why they're extinct.
Had he not hunted them to extinction...
That's how we got here, y'all.
Damn it!
He's trying to bring him back to life. The NASA T-shirt guy. It's a valiant effort, but I didn't think it was going to happen.
An adult woman. What's a triceratops? Are you kidding me? How do you not know? Honestly, I don't understand that. Did you go to school at all? Did you graduate from first grade?
Well, I bet she learned how to recycle in school, right? And she learned how to take care of the planet, and she learned how to
yes, right. She did learn that.
Organize
she got that.
and stand for social justice. She doesn't know what a dinosaur was, but at least she knows how to be indoctrinated.
Incredible. Well, if you're gonna eat the triceratops afterwards,
it's probably okay.
Maybe it's justifiable. I mean, if that's all you have to eat. But if you got grocery stores that are open, I don't think you should kill them and eat them. Either.
Yeah, you should. Americans shouldn't be traveling over there.
Let me eat. Oh boy. Now, Dr. Robert Malone was in with Tucker Carlson and dropped this bomb about Spotify and Moderna. We're looking for confirmation on this.
It's confirmed.
It is confirmed.
This is about political warfare and information warfare, full stop. And all of this chatter that many have bought into, that this is about culture wars or it's about vaccines. No, it's not. It's about power and money. It's about Spotify's market cap dropping. Mm-hmm. So fascinating point is that the major owner of Spotify, the top owner of Spotify, is also the top owner of Moderna. Yes.
Yeah, confirmed.
Okay.
Okay. So,
that's
interesting.
We have to kind of get out of the frame of reference that's being pitched to us.
It's Bally Gifford and
this
Company.
This is about culture wars.
You can kill this, Rob. 46 million shares. Bally Gifford and Company owns of Moderna, $11.6 billion worth. 22 million shares. Bally Gifford and Company owns of Spotify, worth $22 billion.
That's fascinating. Holy cow.
It really answers a lot of questions, too, doesn't it?
More on trivia coming up.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
Upon the frozen tundra of the human mind, two teams go head-to-head.
How many weeks are in a typical year?
60.
60 weeks is really close.
In a brutal battle between brainless boobs.
What is SPF supposed to protect you from?
COVID-19.
COVID-19.
Thank you.
And senseless buffoonery.
What direction does the sun rise?
In the west.
In the west. Oh.
Dullards versus dummies.
Name one landlocked state.
California.
Oh, California.
Man, that's a good guess.
Dopes versus dodos.
A menorah is usually associated with what religion?
Voodooism.
Pretty close.
Moron versus moron.
If you're in a selfie, who most likely took the picture?
Person in the middle.
The person in the middle.
In a monumental matchup of minuscule minds.
Who is the Speaker of the House?
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it depends on whose house you're talking about. Usually it's the wife.
Oh.
This is Moron Trivia.
Good morning, Americans. It's Friday.
Sure is. Super Bowl, Moron Trivia.
Well, the big game.
The big game.
Thank you.
Well, we're not
Moron Trivia.
I guess technically we're not giving away any tickets.
And we're not
or anything.
making money from it necessarily.
We're just talking about it.
Los Angeles Rams, Cincinnati Bengals. Here's our
baby.
commissioner of Moron Trivia, Jeff Fisher, to tell us how it works.
Well, we play this game to predict the outcome. And the game now is the Rams versus the Bengals, the big game, the Super Bowl. We call convenience stores and other places of work in the surrounding areas, the greater metropolises of Los Angeles and Cincinnati. And we ask them 4 questions a quarter,
Quite
4
frankly,
quarters.
Call anywhere. Call anywhere in the continental United States,
It's the
please.
Super Bowl. Just call. Are you football? You watching the Super
There you
Bowl?
go.
Let's
See?
go.
See?
I'm good with that. The United States, the continental U.S. Good to go. And the city or the team that answers the most questions correctly, we predict will win the game.
That's how it works.
That's that.
Pretty much it in a nutshell right there.
And Cincinnati is the home team, so that's who we need to be calling first.
Waiting for a contestant in the Cincinnati
I really
area.
want Cincinnati to win.
Me too.
Everybody
I'm
does.
Rooting for Cincinnati.
Yeah, everybody does.
But I would
don't
be
think
okay
they will.
with Matthew Stafford being a Super Bowl champion. I would be good with that.
I mean, the Rams are built to win it. There's no doubt about it, man. It's gonna be,
But I want the Bengals.
I do, yeah. Yeah. I want
All
Joey
right.
B.
We're going to get to all that, but first, let me tell you about Built Bars, because if you get hunger pangs during the course of the day.
I do, actually.
And I do, too.
Do you ever not, Jeffy?
Then, maybe you want to sort of maintain a decent meal structure or eating habits. I don't know. It's possible for some. That you don't want to feel guilty about what you're eating. Built Bar has you covered, because there's only 180 calories or less in each of these bars. They taste fantastic, because what Built Bar understood, what Nick Greer at Built Bar understood was, you can make something that's good for people, but if it doesn't taste good, they're not going to eat it.
Right.
So true. So true. And that's why these are all delicious. And they have so many different flavors. You're going to find one that you absolutely love. Coconut, mint brownie, double chocolate, salted caramel, cookies and cream, so many more. And don't forget the puffs. The Built Bar puffs are fantastic. I really love them. 18 grams of protein, only 4 or 5 grams of sugar, and 4 or 5 grams of carbs. So you're not messing things up in your body by eating them, but you will curb those hunger pains and satisfy that sweet tooth. They're all dipped in real chocolate, and they're delicious.
Yes, they are.
Go to Built.com. Use the promo code PAT15. You'll save 15% off your first order. Promo code PAT15 for 15% off at Built.com.
Pat Gray.
Still awaiting our first contestant in the hometown Cincinnati Bengals.
Well, our first contestant, playing for the Cincinnati Bengals, since we're
doing the greater Cincinnati area,
doing
which is
the continental United States of America.
We should at least make an effort to keep it sort of reasonable, so there's some delineation there of actual.
Okay. All right, I'm with you. Let's try the east of the Mississippi for Cincinnati, west of the Mississippi for L.A.
Sure.
Gateway to the west gets you to L.A.
Well, that's where they used to be.
There you go. There you go. That's perfect.
The Bengals used to be?
No, the Rams.
Yeah, the Rams were. Yes, right. That's correct. All right. 888-900-3393. Did you see that Mission Impossible 7 is being made now?
We're up to 7?
Tom was making 2 of them at one time there during the
Really? That would
COVID,
be confusing.
During COVID. Yeah, that's why it was such a big deal to move around the country. That's what made him so angry with the workers not following some of the protocols, because they were filming 2 at one time.
Well, the last one, which I think was called Fallout, right, cost $190 million to make.
Yeah.
This one cost $290 million,
Is
almost $300 million to
Is
make.
it still turning a profit really well?
At $300 million, I doubt it.
Like how much was?
I don't know, because it hasn't come out yet. So
right. I don't know if the Mission Impossible is going to be the one where they film at the space station or not. One of them, he's filming at the space station.
That's right.
That might affect.
Was
the
that
budget.
a Mission Impossible?
I don't
thing?
know.
I think that's a separate movie. I think that's a separate movie. Because Mission Impossible doesn't seem like it would be a space adventure in any way.
You don't know that.
But I don't know.
So to answer my question, Mission Impossible Fallout.
Yeah.
It cost $178 million. They made $811 million.
Okay, that made its money back.
It made a little extra cash.
But in post-pandemic, or I guess current pandemic mode,
who knows?
will it make $290 million back? Plus, that's just the production cost.
Yeah.
Then you got to promote the thing, which is going to be another $100 million easy or more.
Yeah.
You're talking about a $400 million movie.
I'm willing to promote it for them, help them promote it for them,
and go see it free
for less than $100 million.
You're willing to do that?
Yeah.
You're willing to do that?
Like you might mention it on Chewing the Fat.
Every day.
Every day.
In fact, Chewing the Fat would be brought to you by Mission Impossible 7.
He would change the name of his podcast to Mission Impossible Chewing the Fat.
Absolutely.
You know what? They might have to cut. They might have to do
under
some,
$100 million too. By the way, still.
Okay. They'll get change back from their $100 million bill.
Yes,
they might have to cut back on some of the stunt doubles for Tom Cruise. I don't want to hear the stuff about him doing his own stunts. they've got this kid who's really good. You got to see this stuff. Watch this kid. Look at that. That kid is up above a dam balancing. Whoa, no, kid, careful. What do you think of that, Pat? You going to see that in the next Mission Impossible? Whoa, no.
Is that real, though?
That can't be real.
Is it real?
If it is real, his parents should be in jail.
There's the kid.
Reckless endangerment of a child.
It's actually CGI, Pat. Look at that. Isn't that cool?
That is very cool.
I mean,
you can't tell.
No, you could not.
You cannot tell. Look at that.
It's insane. So there you go. Coming to Mission Impossible. Chewing the fat.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Pretty cool.
You know, Glenn said, I mentioned this on a show yesterday because we were talking about something similar. He said years ago, you're not going to be able to believe your eyes. You'll look at something and it will be a total lie. Like that.
Yeah.
Like that.
And if you missed that, it's blazetv.com to subscribe.
I mean, we've been seeing movies for a long time where it hasn't been real, right? I mean, you see the side-by-sides of how it's shot and how it's made.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Well, and we were talking about, we mentioned Boba Fett on the show. The episode they did, not this most recent, but the one last week, with the CGI of the main character in that one, unreal. Unreal. It's
really
Luke
good.
Skywalker.
Yeah, it's Luke again.
They made it Mark Hamill real and like 23 again because it is
it's so well
incredible. It's well done. It's so well done. I mean, you can't tell that's not him.
Oh boy.
I don't think. I think it's a pretty good job. They did a pretty good job. Whereas last time when they did the final episode of Mandalorian, with Luke, you're like,
I got it.
Okay, I appreciate
not
the
so
effort.
much. Right, not
appreciate
so much.
the effort.
And then that nerd made Mark Hamill much.
He said, I can do better than that, and he did. And so Disney hired him to do it this time. And he proved, you can do it better than that.
And you thought, when you first saw Luke in that episode of Boba Fett, you thought that, all right, this is going to be another, just a couple of lines,
real quick
and then we're going to
thing.
move on.
That's
and
right,
it kept going and going. And you fact,
Yes.
then you settled in, you're like, okay, I'm going to enjoy this part of the story. And it was so well done, yes.
No doubt about it. They could do an entire series with Luke Skywalker, and I think you'd be fine believing that that's Mark Hamill doing the part. Plus, the voice was definitely on target. How do they do that?
So I'm reading about that, and they haven't really said, but they're basically surmising that Mark Hamill actually cut those fresh lines in his voice. Like, it was just him.
Yeah.
And then I think maybe they altered the pitch.
They tweaked the pitch.
Softened it up,
Maybe.
I don't know, but they just did such a good job.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
I see where
Frightening,
I
too.
saw a story, you're talking about how some of the things disappointed you at Disney. And I see where the head of Disney is now under fire. A lot of employees want him gone because he just cares about the money. And for the parks, and they're talking about, it was just interesting to me that I saw that headline because we were talking about some of the
magic being sort of destroyed there, the illusion destroyed. Because if you go to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge and you're in the park and you're looking around, you can't tell that because you see nothing else. It's all Star Wars and it's all real looking. And then when you drive into the parking lot of Epcot Center, you see the back of the Star Wars Galaxy Edge display. And you see that some of those incredible monument rock structures are just put on poles and jammed into the back of the display. And it's like, wait, what? So that's not really a whole... You didn't create a mountain there?
Yeah, you know that Orlando doesn't have those mountains.
Oh, look at this. We got a contestant.
Nice.
It's Cincinnati. It's Shree. Hey, Shree.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
I'm fine.
Are you in Cincinnati, Ohio?
I am.
You are. Are you a Bengals fan?
I am a Bengals
Who
fan.
day, baby?
Yeah.
Who they think they're going to beat Cincy?
You like that Joe Burrow guy?
I do love Joe Burrow.
Me too. Who doesn't? They're going to win the game,
Apparently
you think?
Nebraska.
They are going to win the game.
They're going to win the game. All right.
All right.
Hey, we'd like to ask you 4 questions, if that's all right.
All right.
Okay, you can't ask for help. If you don't know the answer, just take a guess.
Okay.
All right, question number 1. Name the Sunshine State.
California.
California. That's a lot of people call it that. But no.
But no, that's actually not it. Right, I was going to give it to her because it kind of is. And people do call it that.
No.
But it's actually Idaho
Yeah.
is the Sunshine State. Idaho. Okay. Question number 2. What was the Emancipation Proclamation?
The Emancipation Proclamation.
That sounds like what I said.
No.
Yeah.
It's legal.
Yeah, it's legal.
It's legal. It is.
Yeah.
It's a legal ad.
I don't know.
It's a legal ad to help clear up constipation.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so,
There was
dang
dirty
it.
feces
Man,
thrown all over the walls,
Right.
the floor, the ceiling, and the
Ceiling.
stunt.
Stunts
I'm
are
not
bad.
doing very good, am I?
No, you're fine.
You're fine.
You said these questions were going to be easy.
No, well,
Who said that?
I mean, for a brain surgeon, they're easy.
Yeah, maybe.
Question number 3. What is Martin Luther King Jr. best known for? What's he best known for? No, you can't ask for help.
Oh, okay. No help. No help.
No help. No help. He's a starting point guard for the Miami Heats. So,
I said a speech, but I don't know what other you want to.
right.
What was the speech about?
Is that the best I could do for you?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
No problem.
Oh, Shree.
All right. Question number 4.
Hey, you called a bartender. I didn't call
okay.
you.
Yeah, I know. It's okay. Don't
That's
worry
all right.
about
You're
it.
doing fine. You're doing fine.
Don't worry about
Nobody's ever answered any of these questions.
We're just seeing if somebody knows. Yeah.
Question number 4. The Space Needle. In what city can you find it?
The Space Needle?
Yeah. Yeah.
I will go with Arizona.
Arizona. Not a city, but okay.
Gosh darn it.
Ottumwa, Iowa is what we were looking for. Ottumwa,
No, I don't know Iowa.
Iowa.
You never
Darn
been to
it.
Iowa?
You've never been to Ottumwa to see the Space Needle?
No, I have not.
Do you know 96.8% of all Americans have visited the Space Needle in Ottumwa? Huh. Wow, that's really weird. Oh, well, you're among elite company then, I guess, huh? Am I right?
That's one way to look at it.
Oh, yes.
All right, well, go Bengals. Have a great weekend. All right?
You do the same.
All right, I will.
Take care.
Bye-bye. Ooh-wee.
You're not supposed to drink the product, Shree.
That's why
Bartender?
you become a bartender.
Right.
Yes, you are. What are you talking about?
It's something else. All right.
Okay.
So that's a big fat goose egg
Yeah, it
for
is.
the
That's not a
Cincinnati
good
Bengals.
start. That doesn't seem good.
Not good.
Good for who day?
No. Who day? Who dat?
Who day?
Why did they steal that from New Orleans? Why?
Who day?
Why?
Who they say gonna be Ben?
Is that not what the Saints do?
Yeah.
Exactly?
Yeah.
Who dat? Who day? Who day? Who dat? Who
Oh,
does?
it's also
Who dan?
the kids of Saddam Hussein, right? Houday and Houdat? Is that right?
Yes.
Is that
yes,
right?
that's
Yes,
right.
that's exactly
That's
right.
right. That's right. I forgot
exactly
about
right.
that. Yeah.
So did they just outright steal it, or where did it originate?
I don't
Do we
know. I do not know.
I mean,
It's kind of weird, though, right?
That is.
It's really weird.
let's see. It's Riverfront Stadium days. It goes back.
So maybe New Orleans stole it from
right?
Cincy.
That figures the Saints.
It seems to fit better in New Orleans than it does in Cincinnati.
Why?
I don't know. Just it seems like a Louisiana thing.
Oh.
So it goes back to a brewer back in the 1800s. This is
in Cincinnati?
Yeah. So
All
okay,
right.
and then in 1981, that's when they started the Houday, Huedey, because of this brewery. It's a long, involved story, but it's been around for a while.
In Cincinnati.
Yeah, so why did New Orleans
So
steal
what?
it?
Saints, man, I tell you.
Right, bastards. All right, let me tell you about Tommy John. This is something we all love here because, man, it's great stuff. When it comes to men's underwear, Tommy John's hammock pouch underwear is the full package deal. When you're wearing Tommy John's hammock pouch underwear, you're that much more comfortable, so you can do everything better. Isn't that the truth, though? When you're comfortable, you can just perform better. That's really true.
I have to be comfortable.
Dozens of comfort innovations. Once you've tried Tommy John, you're never going back. And that is a true statement. They're the most comfortable underwear I've ever worn. It's the most comfortable loungewear I've ever worn. I've said many times, It's the first thing I do when I go home is to change into the Tommy John loungewear. I love it. I love it.
You never invite me over?
Yes, because I'm always in my loungewear.
Okay.
Which is really not a problem because you could actually go to the store in that loungewear. It looks good enough. It doesn't look like jammies,
So
you know? Just
by you saying actually go to the store, that means you haven't?
in the loungewear?
Yeah.
No, my wife would not let me out of the house with loungewear.
Who runs that joint?
I do.
Okay.
But I let her give me suggestions.
You know, there are companies on this program, sponsors, that I just use.
Yeah.
You know, and Tommy John is one of those. Absolutely.
Yeah, and just love them. Just absolutely love them. That's why Tommy John's doesn't have customers. They have fanatics. That's really true. Fanatics that call Tommy John's hammock pouch one of the greatest inventions ever. 17 million pairs sold. Man. All right. So I love wearing my Tommy John's because it is just the most comfortable loungewear, underwear you'll possibly ever have. You should own Tommy John too. So right now, you can get 20% off your first order at TommyJohn.com/unleashed. Go to TommyJohn.com/unleashed today to get 20% off. TommyJohn.com/unleashed. Unleashed. See the site for details.
It's the flaptastic phrase that pays on the Big Frog 1099.
Morning, everybody. Welcome to the Frog, the Big Frog
Good
1099. The only station beyond the bandwidth of your FM digital dial. Good morning. So we've got our first contestant in Cincinnati behind us.
Going gangbusters.
He was good.
Got a total of 0 questions correct.
Oof.
Now we're looking for somebody in the Los Angeles area to play the game for the Rams.
She was
good.
She was a fine contender.
Right. All right. She was another flaptastic
Yes, she was.
contestant. She sure was. They were tough questions, though.
Yeah,
you know, name the Sunshine State. That's tough. Because if you've ever been to Florida and you see the car in front of you and it says on the license plate, the Sunshine State, you're like, what's the motto here, I wonder?
Is that Michigan?
I don't know. Emancipation Proclamation. Please tell me. Come on. Please tell me that's common knowledge that everybody knows what that is. She did not.
Really?
Yeah. Martin Luther King. She knew he did a speech, though.
I think she got help for that, too.
Yeah, she had to have help.
Because she kept repeating the question. Usually that means they're getting help. The space, you don't know where the Space Needle is? Really? You ever seen the skyline of?
I mean, Ottumwa is beautiful.
It's beautiful. It is beautiful.
Everyone.
That's just one of the many attractions in Ottumwa.
Oh, tell us about some more. What are some of the
they've
ones
got
that we should know?
the fur ball that several that several cats coughed up.
Okay, hold on. I went there.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the
to
space.
Ottumwa?
Yeah, I remember the Space Needle.
Okay, but you didn't see the fur ball?
Where was the fur ball? Where in town is that?
It's about 3 blocks from the Space Needle.
Yeah, it's just off to the left there. Jenny's Diner is right there. And then the fur
is it
ball.
new?
The fur ball. No,
I
it's
was there
been
about
there.
5 years. What?
I don't know, 30 years.
That's a long time.
Wow.
Easily 30 years.
Easily. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, I just missed it. I have to go back.
I guess so.
I go back so often.
What's the point of going to Ottumwa if you're not going to go see the fur ball?
There's no point.
I mean, hey, there's the Space Needle, but
Right.
where's the fur ball?
I'm sorry. I didn't know that.
And in Ottumwa, the Space Needle really stands out.
It does. It does
in that
stand out.
skyline.
It's a tad higher than the cornfield.
Oh, are you going to do the ice fishing? Oh, this is funny. This is
The ice fishing?
Yeah, is that the thing you described there? I'm trying to find out where this is.
Hudson, Ohio.
Ohio. Okay, thank you.
Is it?
The great state of Ohio. We're probably right next door to where our contestant lives.
They're having a big debate about ice fishing. Are we going to allow it in the lakes there? And oh my gosh, watch this.
All right, let's hear it. See it. Live it. Love it. You're just a woman.
Okay.
And I guess,
Clip
do we have it?
13.
Clip number
Additionally,
13.
if you open this up to ice fishing,
Yeah.
while on the surface it sounds good,
Sure do.
then what happens next year? Does someone come back and say, I want an ice shanty
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
on Hudson Springs Park
That's what
for
you do.
X amount of time?
Yeah.
And if you then allow ice fishing with shanties,
Catch more fish.
then that leads to another problem.
Walleye depletion.
Prostitution.
Huh?
Prostitution. The police department involved.
God, what kind of bait are you using?
Just data points to consider.
Just a data point to consider.
Ice fishing leads to prostitution. Well, first you get the shanties.
Yes, you got to get the shanties.
The damn ice fishing shanties that I see when I go ice fishing, and I can't find a place to cut the ice because there's too many shanties.
Right.
And you got to walk through all the brothals just to get to the shanties.
There's nothing like having a streetwalker join you in an ice shanty.
I mean, I'm a fan. I'm not saying that's a bad thing.
Hopefully we'll be able to finish off the first quarter of Moron Trivia next.
Your favorite station in your metropolitan area, The Big Frog 109.9.
In the middle of Moron Trivia, first quarter. Bengals nothing.
Yeah.
Rams haven't had the ball yet.
It's still 0 though.
Yeah, still nothing.
Still nothing.
Barn burner.
Mm-hmm.
It is. And it's going to be a great game though.
A very special Super Bowl edition.
I'm excited about the game actually.
Moron Trivia. Are you really?
Yeah, I am.
Rams, Bengals. Why?
Yeah, because two great teams. It's been a great year.
Okay.
What's with the sniffs? It's been a great year.
It's been a great NFL season.
In the playoffs, that one weekend where you had the
playoffs
3
weekends in a row were awesome.
Right, and you had the 3
crazy.
walk-off field goals in the overtime. I mean, that was insane.
Yep.
So let me ask you a question, Pat. Is it still? Can I still get Kexi cookies for Valentine's Day?
Will they be delivered by Valentine's?
Yeah.
No. Well, they might be. I mean, but it's not guaranteed now.
Because I see people on social media buying Kexi cookies for their Valentine, and they're getting them delivered. And
yeah. Oh, nice.
Happy. Yeah, got
nice.
my Valentine some Kexi cookies.
Yeah, and there's some delicious, unbelievable flavors too that you can enjoy for Valentine's. And it might come a few days after Valentine's, but it's still worth it. You know what I mean?
If you're like Carol,
you know what I mean?
Remember, this is the cookie that eats like a meal. I've gone over this.
Yes.
A beer and a Kexi.
It's a dessert meal. It really is what it is.
A beer and Kexi?
I've had a Kexi cookie and a beer for dinner before. Don't judge me.
And you were probably stuffed.
I was.
Yeah.
I mean, the cookie itself.
Uh-huh.
You just use the beer to wash it down.
Damn near un-American.
What is un-American about that? Let's hear your
cookies and milk. That's what you have. I don't understand beer.
I forgot your brand.
Milk.
My bad. Is that you?
Remember, he loves to talk about milk.
Yes, he does.
With cookies.
So order this for your Valentine, and just tell him it's on the way.
Yeah.
On Valentine's Day, it's on the way. But
what'd you get me?
With the Valentine's package, it was 2 chocolate cookies, 2 Texas sheet cake, so good, 2 strawberry Oreo cookies.
Ooh, I haven't had that one.
2 Black Forest, which are amazing. The Snickerdoodle.
The Black Forest.
You've never had a Snickerdoodle like these. 2 of those, and then 2 Red Velvet. So Kexi.com to place your order. Kexi.com. If you're ordering jerseys, the top-selling NFL jerseys by team.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Across the country here. I think we have the graphic. And there it is. And there it is.
Broncos, obviously.
So you see, obviously, in Texas, the Cowboys are...
And Oklahoma.
And Oklahoma.
Arkansas, New Mexico.
And, yeah, wow. Wow. Yeah, there's several places, actually.
America's team.
It's America's team. As you might expect, the Green Bay Packers are prevalent in, Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Denver, the Broncos have the Rocky Mountain states there, Montana, Wyoming.
And then you look for the top-selling NFL players jersey.
Okay.
It is Dak Prescott, not surprising, in Texas. Yeah. But all over the place, Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
I mean, Tom Brady's probably... I wouldn't be surprised if he's the best-selling jersey.
Got to be, right?
But
holy cow!
In Montana, Kyle Pitts.
All right, the tight end for the Falcons.
I mean,
I like it.
So Pitts went to Florida.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't from Montana, right?
No.
That's what it says. Montana. I mean, what are they? 2. A father and a son bought a couple of jerseys.
And that made it the best selling in Montana.
So 2 of the 4 people that live there bought Kyle Pitts jerseys. That's just...
look at this. We got a contestant now in the Los Angeles area.
The Rams.
It's Renee, did you say? Renee.
Yes.
Hi.
Hey.
Don't walk away.
Where are you located right now?
Oh, my God. I love that you know that song. I'm in Silver Lake.
Oh, it's a great song. Don't Walk Away, Renee, by the Left Bank. Awesome. Awesome.
Most people under 30 don't know it, so it's very
I know.
exciting.
Well, I'm 28, so I'm almost 30.
Yeah, me
that's
too.
why
Me too.
I know it. All right, we'd like to ask you 4 quick questions, if that's all right.
Do it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
You can't ask anybody for help, and if you don't know the answer, just take a guess. All right?
Okay.
Name the Sunshine State.
California. Yes.
Hello. I mean, that's
Yeah.
everybody says that, but no.
It's Alaska.
Sorry.
It's Alaska. A lot of people forget that it's a sunshine state because it's cold, but that doesn't mean the sun's not shining.
Right.
Okay.
Is Alaska really the
Yeah.
sunshine state?
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah,
it's kind of weird.
Tell people that at your Super Bowl party
Surprises
on Sunday.
people like crazy when they hear that.
See what they say.
Question number 2. What was the Emancipation Proclamation?
Oh, God. I'm feeling like the most ignorant American ever. I believe
that was
it's
last.
No, that was our last contestant.
That was Alaska as well.
Yeah.
The Emancipation Proclamation was when we became an independent country, I believe.
Oh, it was so close. I mean, it was like right in that ballpark. It was a few years.
You know, within 80 years of that,
it's right there, but no.
No,
it's like the 4 years ago thing. It's very close. Very, very close. Question number 3. What is Martin Luther King Jr. best known for?
I Have a Dream speech and also civil rights.
Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you for knowing that. Question number 4. In what city is the Space Needle located?
Seattle.
Yes!
There you go.
Nicely done.
So you are not the
most ignorant American by a long shot.
50% is a solid number.
That's a solid number, and when we grade on a curve, that's an A.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So don't walk away,
Renee. All right. You were such a great contestant, Renee. We're going to send you the home version of our game psychically. And I just did.
Okay, I love it.
All right.
You did it. I got it. I received it. Downloaded.
I'm glad to hear it. Awesome. Hey, are you a Rams fan? Do you like football at all?
I love football. I'm actually originally from Boston, so truth have it, I'm a Patriots fan, but I've lived in L.A. for a long time, so yes,
So
L.A.
yes. All right.
You going to the game?
is who I'm rooting for sure.
You going to the game? You going to watch the game?
I'm definitely going to watch the game. I wish I was going to the game. Do I get free tickets for 50%? Nothing? Come on.
Oh, gosh,
so
darn it.
close. You had to get an
right
A
there.
plus to get it, to get the tickets.
Yeah.
But you were very close.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Renee.
Thank you, guys. Have a great day.
You too. I liked Renee. Renee was awesome.
Renee was awesome.
Yeah, she was great. Well, there we go. We got through a whole first quarter. Rams 2. Bengals nothing.
0. Yeah.
Huh. How about that? How about that? All right. So, is there any chance we're going to get a second quarter?
I don't know.
Is there any chance?
I don't know.
888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. By the way, if you don't like eating meat, as we're waiting for our next contestant, we've got a person who likes meat even less.
And
and
you're probably a racist if you do like meat.
Yeah, I think you're going to feel badly if you are a meat eater. Here's what she had to say.
The assumption that the best protein comes from corpses is a racist belief. How do you know the animal would have picked you to feed off their
How do you know
Pause
corpse?
it for a second.
21st.
How does race figure into meat eating?
She's going to explain.
At all?
She's going to explain.
So black people, do they eat meat?
I don't know. I'm
Hispanics.
not black. I
Do
can't
they eat
identify.
meat?
Not the ones that I know.
All right.
But how do you know the
see what
animal
she
would
has
have
to say.
chosen you to eat off its corpse?
All right.
21st century animal eating requires our complicity in a new colonialism.
All right,
These
there it is.
events especially affect girls and young women.
What?
Your hamburger comes with a dose of misogyny. Popular culture is flooded with
Where is
references
this?
to
I don't know.
sexy cows, sexy pigs, sexy
cows.
chickens, sexy fishes,
What?
who all just want to have fun. Meat eating is also one of the ways gender-based structures of oppression are perpetuated.
Yeah, you know this.
Masculinity,
All right,
a
time's
construct
up.
of the gender
No,
binary
it's
facing
not.
constant destabilization,
man.
feels
I
always
mean,
under
the guy
threat.
behind her is even.
And eating animals
laughing.
is its protection racket. White supremacists weaponized it eating meat, eggs, and dairy. And the baiting of liberal men as so-called soy boys are all part of the neo-Nazi messaging.
Neo-Nazi
To
messaging.
say you care about animals is considered a sign of weakness in a world still committed to the gender binary. Meat eaters like
gender binary.
anti-abortionists have forgotten that
You're
one
following
quality
this, right?
of non-existence
Sure.
is
Logic.
not having awareness
there's your
about
time.
existence. When
My
all else
gosh.
Wait, how'd
fails,
she get
meat
more
eaters
time?
assert that animals are not our equals. I heard all your laughter. I know some of these must be new ideas, or you think they're fringe or whatever. Our whiteness
No, I think
is
you're
part
insane.
of the problem of meat eating.
She knew it was so absurd that she wrote into her speech, I heard your laughter.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know, man.
No, she never did explain how meat eating is racist, though. She never really did that. And our whiteness. What? What?
And my hamburger is coming to me with a dose of misogyny. Okay.
You want it on the side? You want your misogyny on the side? You like it on
I don't
the
want
burger?
it in the burger. I want. Yeah, you're right. I want it on the side.
Because they never put the right amount of misogyny on your hamburger. You like to add it yourself to make sure that.
Yeah. Yes.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
If I'm gonna get misogyny, I want to eat it the way I like it.
Thank you. We do it your way.
Yeah.
Burger King.
Man, that is psychotic.
But you can wash that
Literally
out of your brain
psychotic.
with some awesome logic from
Yeah, this woman who debunks the whole white privilege thing, and it's a black woman.
Love it.
Love this stuff.
Let's go ahead and debunk this whole white privilege thing.
Okay.
Is there a white entertainment category on Netflix, Hulu, and Prime? No.
No.
But there is a black one.
Yep.
Is there a white-owned restaurant category on Uber Eats?
Nope.
No. But there is a black one. Are white people being hired to fill a diversity quota in corporations and companies? No. But black people are. And is there a whole system of affirmative action for white students that puts them in colleges of which they are unfit to attend purely based on their race? No. But there is one for black students. And can white people go out and riot and loot and burn down businesses in the streets while being cheered on by the political left? No, but black people can. White people, don't you dare say a word because you'll be labeled a racist. If you want to know who's in power in your country, think about who you cannot criticize.
Wow.
Oh, there you go.
Wow. Thank you for that.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for that.
Personally, I want her silenced.
Well, she will be.
Taken off TikTok.
Don't worry, she will be. Yeah, she will be. That is awesome. And something I couldn't help but notice on Netflix and Amazon, every single category listed there, including, black entertainment.
Right.
Well, wait, what? Why is there that category? Why? When there's also Hispanic categories.
And the Latinx.
Yeah. And there, as she said, you wouldn't dare put a white category up there. White movies for white people. I mean, that's
right.
just...
Well, that's because that's everything.
Yeah, that's
anyway.
what they'll say. That's what they'll say. Well, that's everything else. It's like when I used to ask my parents, there's a Mother's Day, there's a Father's Day. When will there be a Kids Day? There's a Kids every other day of the year.
That's right.
Is it? Shut up.
Is that what you told your folks?
Yeah. That's
Is it?
Yes.
Shut up.
And that's when I got knocked across the room.
I'm not your slave. I remember.
I'm not your slave.
I remember being knocked across the room for that statement.
Bet. Yeah. Yeah,
Really?
that'll get you knocked across the room.
Yeah.
Did your parents hurt their hand, or how did that turn out for you?
I would my
All right. Got a contestant in the Cincinnati metro area. Anthony.
Yeah.
Hi. Welcome.
Hi.
You
All righty. How are you?
You in the Cincinnati area?
No.
Ish? No? Where are you?
Dayton.
Dayton,
right
Ohio.
there.
Are you a Bengals fan, though? You like the
Yeah.
Bengals?
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Us too. Who's your favorite player on the Bengals team?
I like Nixon.
Nixon.
Yeah,
Nixon.
great.
Oh, yeah, Nixon.
He's awesome.
Yeah.
Nixon, yeah.
From Oklahoma?
Yeah.
The running back? Yeah, he's
Yep.
awesome. We all love him here, too.
He's no Icky Woods.
We're going to ask you a series of 4 questions, if that's all right.
All righty.
Okay, you can't ask for help, and if you don't know the answer, just take a guess. In what year was the Declaration
what year?
What year?
1776.
1776 is exactly.
Don't ask
what it
anyone
was
for
on.
help now.
Yeah. What is the shape of a stop sign?
It's not round.
Not round. No, you got that part right. But.
I can't remember.
Yeah. It's a triangle. Yeah.
Triangle.
Yeah. Question number 3. What is Obamacare?
Healthcare, insurance.
Yeah.
Yes. What mythical city is supposedly lost under the ocean somewhere?
You got me on that one.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cleveland.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Hate when that happens.
Is it under Lake Erie?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I don't know. It's
Global warming.
Kind of weird.
Well, I guess they say every day is a learning experience.
Yeah, I know, right? It's exactly what we were just saying a few minutes ago.
Use that Cleveland fun fact at a party this weekend.
Yeah, are you doing a Super Bowl party?
No, I got to work.
Oh, yeah, us too. It sucks, doesn't it?
Some folks got to do it.
Somebody has to. You're exactly right. Somebody's got to keep this country rolling, don't they?
There you go.
And you're the man doing it. Thank you, Anthony.
And what do you do, Anthony? What do you do for a living, man?
Well, I'm a meat cutter.
Oh, us too. We cut meat too. That's great.
We need you working.
Wow,
Please.
that's awesome.
Did you hear about how racist meat is? If you like meat, you're a white supremacist. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, it's a
that's
new
what they
thing.
say.
That's
Do you believe that, Anthony?
just in. It's incredible. Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah, thank you.
That's something new.
Yeah,
I know, but that doesn't make it any less true. All right, Anthony, thanks a lot, man. We'll talk to you later. Well, probably not.
Hi, man.
Yeah,
You too.
all right.
You too.
Bye-bye.
But that's exactly what I was thinking. Now that meat means I'm racist. That's why I want to be like Mayor Adams and have a plant-based centered life.
Oh, right. Right.
That's what I'm going to do from now on. A plant-based
centered life. Yeah. Right.
Which eating meat would qualify, since the cows they eat the grass.
Oh, see, that's a little ha ha ha.
What do you mean ha ha ha? It's a plant-based centered life.
It's a new thing. I'm vegetarian because I only eat the vegetarians.
Thank you.
Cows are vegetarian. Yeah. Sheep are vegetarian.
See, that's a fair point.
Yeah.
That's a fair point.
Right?
I think it's an asterisk.
Right?
I think you get away with it that way.
It works for me.
Yeah.
All right, let me tell you about as we hopefully get a contestant in the Los Angeles area, anywhere in Southern California, perhaps, anywhere in California or the West.
I thought it was.
Everybody's moved out of California is the problem.
Yeah, and that's because home prices are good elsewhere. And if you are looking to sell your home or buy a home in a new area, you need a great realtor that's going to help you through that process. There are so many ins and outs of what's going on and what people like, and I heard it just changed again. I mean, they were doing because of Joanne and Chip and Joanne.
Gaines.
No, is it Joanna?
Yeah,
Chip and Joanna
Gaines.
Gaines.
Okay.
She always did white and gray, and now that their show's off, that's kind of going out of style, I guess.
Oh.
And so people don't want the white and gray anymore. They want something warm. So you need a realtor that's going to see you through that process. I mean, it's hard to keep up. It really is. And you replace the countertops with what? I mean, all of that stuff is completely changed as well. And will you get your money out of it if you do remodel or repaint? I mean, you need a realtor to help you through that. And who knows and has experienced all of these changes and all of these issues, and they know what people are looking for when they're coming to buy your house. Real Estate Agents I Trust. The name says it all. Go to realestateagentsitrust.com.
Pat Gray, Unleashed.
888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. Bengals just tied it up, but if we don't get a contestant from Los Angeles here pretty quickly, and it goes back to the beginning of the quarter, and it'll be a 2-0 Rams win. Right. So we need a contestant from Los Angeles to finish this thing off.
I see yesterday the Ontario government froze access to millions of dollars donated to the trucker convoy through Give, Send, Go. And Give, Send, Go responded by, know this, Canada has absolutely zero jurisdiction over how we manage our funds here at Give, Send, Go. All funds for every campaign on Give, Send, Go flow directly to the recipients of those campaigns, not the least of which is the Freedom Convoy campaign.
Good for them.
So
I like it.
Canada courts,
in your
Canada
face.
Politics, up yours.
So Give, Send, Go is the alternative to GoFundMe that is a communist organization, apparently, and that they are doing the bidding of the state by confiscating the money that was donated. So this is that's good. I'm glad this other group is tough. By the way, crime, I was told, in downtown Ottawa, down 90% since the truckers have been hanging out there. So just like to point that out. And
really?
Yeah, but I'm sure it's gone up. I mean, if you're a criminal, you're going someplace else.
If you're a criminal, you just can't get downtown to do any crime.
Anywhere else, right?
Because we know all the criminals come in from the suburbs, exploit the urban areas, and then
That's
leave.
right.
Thank you.
That's right. Exactly. And I'm tired of it, frankly. Yeah. I'm tired of all the suburban people coming down into the urban areas and committing these crimes. It's got to stop. It really has to stop.
Amen.
You can't disagree with that.
You can't. You just really cannot disagree with it. Well, you could, but you'd be wrong to do it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see what Calvin Coolidge might be saying about what's happening today, because goodness knows there's a lot of crap going on today that wasn't going on in the time of Calvin Coolidge.
Yeah, I mean, Calvin's dead.
He's back off.
Yes. I believe he died in, right after his presidency, didn't he?
Sure did. Yeah. Yeah, 1932.
Did he stub his toe like the kid, too? Or?
No, that's really sad. The kid got a blister on his heel.
I'm just asking a question.
He got blood poisoning.
I don't know how he died.
His 15-year-old son was playing tennis, got a blister from that, which turned into a blood infection, and it killed him.
Again, I
really
asked,
sad.
how did Calvin die?
And
did
one
he
of the
stub
last
his toe
quotes
like a kid?
from Calvin Coolidge was after FDR got elected, and he said, I no longer fit in with these times. And shortly thereafter, he died. His son, though, lived until his other one lived till the year 2000. Like, he saw the Bush-Gore campaign. Yeah, but this quote is so applicable today.
Anyway, he says, unless the people, through unified action, arise and take charge of their government, they will find that their government has taken charge of them.
Amen.
How true is that?
I know.
Independence and liberty will be gone, and the general public will find itself in a condition of servitude to an aggregation of organized and selfish interest.
Boo!
I'll tell you.
He was seriously one of our best.
Drop.
He sure was.
He's a top 3 president.
He sure was.
Top 3.
I hate saying this because Keith was on the Calvin Coolidge bandwagon forever.
Before anybody.
When we did that special on him, and we interviewed people, and we looked at all the facts and stuff. I mean, you become a huge fan.
Yeah, we should. I will find that, and I will post that serial that we did, that 4-part series.
Yeah, the serial.
On Calvin
it was
Coolidge.
awesome, man. It was really good. And
thank you.
You become a fan.
Yeah,
of
thank
Calvin
you.
Coolidge.
I wrote it. So, you're welcome.
I mean, I don't know that you wrote all of it.
Well, you're welcome. I found all of the
every word,
the good information that we used for that. So you're welcome.
Recorded most of all the interviews,
but the guy.
So you're welcome.
He and Harding changed this country for the better after the disastrous Wilson administration.
I'm going to say this. They were the stopgap between progressives, which is exactly what Trump was.
Right. And Trump needs to be again. Although not a stopgap. Hopefully we'll have had our fill of progressives by the time the 2024 election rolls around. We'll be able to fix this once and for all.
So. Hey, if we can clone Calvin Coolidge, he's still eligible for a term, I'd like to point out.
All right. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the Super Bowl. We'll see you Monday.
Gray, only on the Blaze Radio Network.